Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio!
No.
It's been so long since I've done that.
No.
I just felt like getting it out. Like, last segment of the show, Corey DLG's back.
Like
Nico's wearing a Deadpool shirt.
It's the same one you have.
Yeah, it is. This is awesome. Nerd Thug Radio.
This can't go on the radio. Like, we're supposed to be a product. Like,
We are a product. We're called NTR. We're a product.
No.
We're a brand.
Ugh.
The brand NTR.
Ugh.
You're listening to Nerd Thug Radio. I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
So corporate.
I'm so sickened right now.
Corey DLG. Nico DLG.
Hey, guys.
AKA Deadpool. Speaking of Deadpool, we want to end the show today with our favorite topic.
The Heroclix.
The Heroclix. So this week, it was released by WizKids. The new rotation. You know what? This is the second time we've talked rotation on Heroclix.
It
on
is,
Nerd
it
Thug
is.
Radio.
Wow, we've gone through 2 rotation guys.
I know. We've gone through 2 rotations.
So for those who don't know, Heroclix is a little tabletop game. We get serious. We compete nationally for this stuff. We're terrible, but we love it, and it's a good time.
Yeah.
And they rotate and retire sets as they've been aged out. So what they do is they go back and say, hey, everything that came out 2 years ago and beyond is now retired.
It's now retired. You can't play it in modern tournaments.
And that's how they get you. That's how they get you to spend more money.
Right.
That's also how they get rid of the broken pieces. The pieces that are just so powerful, everyone keeps playing them until they get retired.
So with this rotation, there wasn't as many, I don't think, normal sets, like booster pack sets, as the year before that went out.
4 this time.
Just 4
Yeah,
this
it was
time.
just 4. It was.
It was,
and actually, one of them was an OP set.
Right. So you had...
So really, it's just 3
main sets.
main sets.
You had the Flash, and you had Trinity War,
Mhm.
and you have Age of Ultron, the OP event, and then the Avengers Assemble
Correct.
as well.
Which came out like the exact same time as Age of Ultron. They tripped over each other.
It came out, I think... Well, it came out in the February right before.
Now, so let me ask you this then.
Go ahead.
Does that mean that Avengers Towers now retired?
Right.
Yes.
So what me and Nico were talking about in the break is with this rotation, there is literally only one resource. So resources, they started with Infinity Gauntlet, and it was an added game effect. They can do some crazy stuff, and they're always big in the tournament scene.
And so for about 5-6 years now, they've been releasing one every year.
Except they didn't. They released it with the OP event, going Infinity Gauntlet, No Man's Land. They had the
Batman
Belt.
Utility Belt.
Then they went with the what was that we talked about? The Phoenix Force. Then there was the Power Batteries.
Right.
And then it was
You skipped the Book of Skulls.
the Book of Skulls was in there.
That's your legend one.
Yeah,
Right.
I love that one. Then you had the Round Table, and then
The Quinjet.
with the Round Table with the Quinjet, the ID cards, and then with Civil War this last summer, they didn't release.
Nothing.
There wasn't a resource.
Right.
And
They
had,
did
you had
release the DC World's Finest Teleporter, though.
you had Pandora's Box.
The
that was-
JLA Watchtower.
you had Pandora's Box, and the Trinity of Sins from Justice League.
Right, so that's now gone also.
So there literally is only the transporter. That's the only viable resource that's left, with the DC ID cards, and then some of the Marvel ones that are con exclusives.
Yeah.
Are still available.
Right.
But that's
But
it.
only to be called in, not to be used on a...
Yeah, but
Also, the Shield ones came in the Shield set. There's some ID cards.
so
in there,
there's
too.
the Shield ID cards to the left.
Yes, you can call it Nick Fury still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Nick Fury's still in the meta, boys.
He's
We're
still
in
there. He's still there. Yeah,
7
you can
years
still
later.
call him in. But man, this really changes some things. So the big thing was we're going competitive play here, meta play.
Okay.
The drones.
Yep.
They're gone.
They're gone. They were huge. They're only you spend 30 points to play them, but they act like they're 120, so they can call in all kinds of crazy stuff.
Right, right.
Um,
Did I see Felix Faust?
no, he's still in.
He's still in? Okay.
No,
yeah.
because he's a con exclusive. He's
He's
not
con
going away.
exclusive, but you've got the Quinjet's gone, so that was like
That was
the
another.
big resource in Worlds last year was the
Yeah.
Quinjet with the Ultron drones. Those are done. And then you have, which no one's talked about that I've seen of yet, but you've got Justin Seifert that was in Avengers Assemble, who's no longer available, so that kind
kills the Krang team.
of messes up the Crane guy. Same thing whenever you had Mole Man
Right.
a few years back.
And you could mind
With
control
Shumagorath.
Shumagorath, yeah.
So now you kind of take away the some of the powers of Krang.
a lot of the stuff that was meta has gone away.
Is gone. You still got Nick Fury.
Jakeem Thunder's still
Jakeem
huge.
Thunder.
Well, he's new. He's so new. You still got. I mean, you get 2 of the.
I'm saying he's made such an impact.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, he just came out, so
You
he
got-
wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, you've got 2 of the Bizarro chases from Joker's Wild that are being played a lot.
The Green Arrow.
The Green Arrow, and I think the Bizarro Joker.
Oh, Hank Pym's
Oh.
gone.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Hank Pyms are gone, so no more ants.
No more ants.
No more shifting focus with him. But yeah, there's a lot. It's going to change a bit. There's going to be There's
Yeah,
going to be
oh,
some
for sure.
new metas coming up, and there's new sets coming out. I'm wondering if with this new OP event in the summertime that there's going to be a new resource.
Another Avengers.
Because there's only one.
What is the OP event?
It's the
Avengers Defenders War.
Avengers Defenders War this summer.
We did lose about 1 billion Avengers because of this rotation.
You did really?
Yeah.
Avengers Age of Ultron. Because
And-
even the movie set's gone as well.
Yeah, movie
Yeah,
Age
the
of
sil-
Ultron.
yeah.
And then also Avengers Assemble. So yeah, you lost a bunch.
All the Avengers are gone. We've now gone to like only 6 playable caps.
You went from having like tons of Avengers and no X-Men to no Avengers and there's X-Men.
Tons of X-Men.
Yeah, with X-Force and
Yep, X-Force and Deadpool.
but in the Thor set that's coming out soon, there's going to be those weapons that they're bringing in.
And I believe
so,
I think it's hammers and things like
something like that.
that.
So that'll add to it. But man, there's got to be a new resource coming out. There's got to be.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, resources drive up the price of things. That helps the game.
Well, it also helps make non-meta pieces competitive.
Right. Helps me.
Desperately helped you.
Yanrog.
Colonel Yanrog. But not as many. Not as
Well,
many
I'm trying to think
sets.
of what would be a resource coming out of something like Avengers Defenders.
I don't know.
I don't know
What
if you would.
if they don't have another resource for a while?
That might be.
Well, they also retired ATAs.
Yeah, ATAs are no
ATAs
longer.
are gone.
They're no longer
they
modern.
They might be trying to. Okay, here's what they said when they talked about ATAs.
If I come this way, you can see me better.
They specifically said in the write-up mentioning why they got rid of ATAs. They specifically said it gets rid of all the additional effects for one character.
For one character,
So what that says to me is what they're trying to do is re-simplify the game
a little bit.
so that the competitive pieces aren't the ones with 19 entities, with the Phoenix Force, with the thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, Jakeem,
because the possessions are down a lot.
there's 2 left.
There's 2
4.
left. There's Eclipso, Metallo, no, Jocasta's gone. Eclipso, Metallo,
Brainiac,
Brainiac.
Proteus in some way,
Proteus and Malice.
and Malice in some form,
Right.
So 5.
So there's 5.
But none of them
and
do
Night Lantern.
None of them do the crazy things that the old entities do.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The old
right,
entities
right.
literally gave you power cosmic and
All
you
kinds
were,
of crazy
yeah,
stuff.
exactly. These are all toned down entities.
Right.
These add 1 or 2 powers. So what I think is going to happen here is I don't know that you're going to see another resource for
You
a
might.
minute.
You might not.
Because what they're trying to do is they're trying to go back to where what's on the clicks, what's on the board is what you play.
Which is weird when you got Jakeem Thunder who just chooses
Picks
powers. Yeah,
But there's lots of guys who pick powers though.
choose powers.
And he's a genie. Why wouldn't a genie pick
Choose,
powers?
choose your powers wisely.
Plus, it's not like Hypersonic in Pulse Wave are unbeatable.
No, that's true. And
I
I think
mean-
what really kind of really tones down Jakeem is that now he's not an impenetrable fortress of death. Because before it was like, here's Jakeem with Bizarre Green Arrow. Jakeem has an entity, and he's got the Wrath Relic. So now it literally just
Right.
like fixes all the problems he has.
Right. So
But
now all of a sudden he can't.
most of that's gone.
He's still pretty BAP. So
no,
But
he's still really good, but
But
like,
now he can't pick 9 powers. He can pick 2.
right.
yeah.
And so yeah.
And there's
no.
limitations to those that
Right.
you can pick,
Yeah.
which
That's
helps
the thing.
out.
I think what they're doing is simplifying it. That's what helps get rid of the meta. That's what helps get
Helps.
rid of.
It brings diversity to the builds. It's not everyone just playing,
Right.
Quinjet
Well,
or
it almost seems like
Jakeem.
that
Like,
HeroClix is really trying to make the game more user friendly for new players.
Absolutely.
Why
especially
not?
with the new rules coming out.
Man, I don't care about those.
Well, the thing is that they're changing a lot of the language they're using, which I mean,
Which I think they absolutely should, because one of the things that drives me crazy, they got rid of this in the last rule change, but for a long time, remember, it was give a close combat action or give a close combat attack.
Yeah, they're two different.
And they were
ones.
2 different things.
You remember how hard that was when we first started
So
playing?
then some of the powers could only work with attacks and some of them could only work with actions. Well, then they turned around and they said, okay, there's only one thing and it's close combat attack or action, which I don't even know which one it is now, but they only use one now.
Right.
And everything works with it.
Remember we'd be sitting around my table, like all 6 of us.
And we'd be
then
like, we would go
Ali
as like
Savage
trial.
Ali Savage would have the rule book out.
We would
She
be like trial lawyers trying to try
trying
our
to figure
cases.
out the
Yeah.
stuff because the wording was so complicated.
Pulse Wave says it ignores all game effects, Your Honor, and
Yes.
stealth is a game effect. Your Honor, I don't disagree that stealth is a game effect. However, in order to penetrate stealth, you have to be able to draw a line of fire to this target, and that is prohibited by stealth. Therefore, it would be ignored in the ignore ruling because you can't see him without being able to draw a line of fire to
It
him.
ignores all game effects.
If it ignores all game effects, Your Honor, then why don't we just call it something crazy? Why not just call it the do everything wave?
the do everything wave, I like that. That's fun.
that's basically
that's
HeroClix.
that's
That
fun.
was like an hour out of every
yeah.
match.
We
was
would
like,
argue and like it'd be 6 of us with 5 different opinions.
Yeah, because you would Google it and then like.
And then Matty Mayhem would just be on his phone. He's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's what it says. Okay, that's fine. Roll for it.
I'll roll. Sure, why not?"
And that was the game.
That was the game.
Yeah. So hopefully the dumbed down version helps new users.
Especially because the new sidekick program that they're rolling out.
And that's
where
like
they can get new players in.
that's only like in certain stores. It's not.
Well, but
Yeah.
they're trying not to limit it as much as they limit. Here's what happened. They made Heroclix very exclusive and limited access to all kinds of programs and stuff. And now there's a lack of new players.
There is.
So now they're turning around and they're saying, hey, remember that? Just come on back. Just come on back, baby. Come back. So what they're doing now, the sidekick program Nico mentioned, is it's going to pair an experienced player with a new player.
Right.
They're going to play together against another combo. And I think that is brilliant.
Yeah, I think I do believe the price of trying to be meta is what drove people from.
I think that's a big part of it. I do think that's a big part of it. But I also
We
think
had all those entities and possessions and power batteries.
You think
da,
someone plopped down
da,
a
da,
team and you're sitting across, $700.
You're like,
right, but you know what? Like, there were very few times that I felt like there was no way I could win. Even when I was playing against somebody who spent $800, I still felt like, you know what? We're gonna get into this, and I'm gonna find an opening, and I'm gonna press my advantage.
It didn't always
Except for
work
Casey
out.
Green Lantern.
But it didn't always work out. But then I played a match against somebody who literally rolled a 600-point team or a $600 team that you couldn't beat.
You crushed it.
And no, I lost. And but when he lined it up, I actually mentally was trying to do the math, and I couldn't find I knew I couldn't win that match. And that was the first time that ever happened. So I think the meta hurts.
It does.
But I don't think it's the only thing. I think that part of it is that you can't always find Heroclix events.
Right.
You know, the stores are kind of. It's not the store's fault. WizKids goes out of their way to be exclusive with this stuff.
Right.
But I think that needs to change.
And it's changing. And we're changing away from episode 48.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Next week we come back, it'll be 49.
That's right. And you know what, man? Everybody enjoy yourselves. Have a safe week. Enjoy the rodeo.
Yeah.
Go see Sam Hunt tonight. Go
Spring
out and have
break.
a good time. Spring break.
Be safe on spring break,
That's right.
kids.
If you want to get a little wild and crazy this week, you holla at your boy Corey DLG. I'm down for the party. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, enjoy yourselves. We need sponsors. Hit us up.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Talk to us. We'll sponsor you. We'll shout you out on the
No,
show.
we won't sponsor you. They'll sponsor us.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
looking for a sponsor.
You guys sponsor us.
Joey's giving away money when
You
I'm trying to
sponsor
get out
us,
of here.
and we'll shout you out on the show.
There you go.
You're listening to Nerd Thug Radio for the Captain Joey Savage.
Corey DLG.
Nico DLG.
Stay nerdy. Have a good week.
Same nerd time. Same nerd channel.
Condos FM 104.5, 106.1.